Hello. Today I'm going to do something different. First of all, I'm going to voice over the things I'm going to show, so let's see how that goes. I've never done that, and the reason is because I was not able to speak while I was doing the thing I was doing, and let's see how this voiceover is going. So this is this video is in two parts. In the first part we are going to see some cutting and heat treatment. And the second part is going to be, because the Christmas is so near, so the second part is going to be packing my finds into a post packet. And this will be packing. And yes, let's start with the first part with this cutting action and heat treatment. The name for this part is Schauplinsuppe.
Well, the first thing to do is to clean up the parts. I'm using for part cleanup tap water. Each part is laid out right into the rinse pool and inspected carefully before this cleanup process takes place. Some of the parts have to be cut off. They have some pieces which are not needed, so these are cut away before cleaning up. So here we go. Now the parts are there, very nicely laid and in the water. Next thing is the liquid which is used to make the parts usable. This is done from cooking some bones. And here we are adding a lubrication. It's very important to lubricate. This is butter from some manufacturer here in Germany. Here is the essence of this Schauplinsuppe. It is some pig meat, which is actually usually this is used to make schnitzels, but this time I'm using it to create this soup. Oh, this is the tool I'm using to mix the lubrication with the meat. And here is another meat. This is, in this case, this is a dead cow. And it's really important to choose the proper part of the cow. The white thing is fat. Actually, the fat is the only tasty part of the meat, so this for this reason I'm leaving quite a lot of the fat in there. I'm not taking everything away, but I don't like to make a really fatty soup. And here we are adding salt. This you never ever add salt directly into your creation. Always put the salt into your hand and then into the soup. It's really hard to get the salt away. You can always add more. Now, the onions, they need to be peeled. They have this scaling, which has to be removed. Every onion separately. Notice that I'm taking the root away first. There are different styles of doing this. The potatoes, yes, the scale of the potatoes is actually really important. I never ever peel the potatoes because the tastiest part of the potato is directly under the skin. If you peel it, you are peeling away the taste of the potato. So in my case, I just wash them well with the sponge, and there you go. Maybe cut off some horrible looking parts, but yeah. The carrots, the same thing is valid with carrots. The tastiest part of the carrot is directly under the skin, and therefore there is no. It's really not very nice thing to peel away the taste of the carrot. So therefore, I always just wash them and see that there is no dirt in there and so on. These vegetables need to be peeled. They can contain dirt in their skin, and it's really horrible if you get some sand in your soup. This vegetable is Fenchel in Deutsch, and you have to be really careful. It tends to collect some as well. This one likes to collect some dirt inside the leaves. The worst ones I just throw away, and the rest I use, but I wash them until I see only clear ones. And this is the most horrible vegetable to peel. You have to peel it. It contains dirt in the skin. You have to be really careful with these because it becomes slippery when you peel it. You could cut your finger away without noticing. My knife is really sharp, and it would really cut away the finger, and well, then it's away. Okay, actually I'm doing something horribly wrong here. Then I notice, oh shit. Never ever put these things into a plastic package because it's biodegradable. In Germany we are differentiating between packaging material and biodegradable material, so therefore we need to do this this kind of thing. Never ever put these in plastic. Oh, more lubrication for the vegetables. If it doesn't taste good, just add more butter. Well, this is the cutting action. As you can see, I'm leaving quite huge parts, and this vegetable is now hard, but when it has been boiling 1 hour, it doesn't. It's really soft after that. And this vegetable, the tastiest parts are the green ones, actually. Yep. Well, the heat treatment of the flesh is complete. It's now in its annealed state. Onions don't need to be cut into very small pieces. They will actually when you cook them, they will become soft in there. And this applies to every vegetable in this soup. Don't make too small pieces. First of all, it's laborious, and then you don't win anything. Here I'm taking away the the bones from the liquid, and they have done their job. Now I'm adding the liquid on top of the meat, and here we are. Next thing to do is to add some more vegetables. Note, I'm not cutting them into very small pieces because when you have bigger pieces, you can taste them. Carrot will taste carrot and so on. But if it's all minced up, so you don't taste it. And this vegetable is really nice. It's very tasty and has a nice flavor. So is this one. I usually select a lot of vegetables, different vegetables into my soup. This one is quite strong. You only need one. More would be really bad. This one is the German vegetable celery. You can find celeries which are the size of football here, and people really use them. Yes, this is juniper, and then normal pepper. And again, salt, first in hand and then into soup. Not directly. And then goes in the liquid and the rest the meat. And now mixing. I'm using a very stiff thing. It's easy to mix with this one. And now the potatoes. I'm prepared if there are too many. Potato is the vegetable I leave off if it doesn't fit there. Notice there is a carrot hiding behind my plate. I noticed it later, and yeah, but eventually it got into the soup. Here we are topping up the liquid. Of course, it's a beer glass, and not yet enough, a little bit more. I'm leaving about 7 millimeters there. Room. And then we take the lid. Yes, there is the 7 millimeters. And then we take the lid, put it there, but we don't put it directly on top, because if we do that, there will be a mess when this starts cooking. And now let it simmer. And now, when we're ready with the soup, it's now simmering there. I will now start packing my finds into a post packet. Some of these are really heavy, so maybe you can learn some packing techniques here. If you ever need to send something in a post packet, I have been sending these kind of packets quite many. So maybe you learn something here. I have had very good experience on this kind of packaging. It works every time, nothing is broken, nothing is coming out of the package, or
Sometimes the package itself is destroyed, but still the contents are there. So, let's start the packing action.
Well, here is the packing material. Bubble wrap. The first item is scissor for thin plate. Found it today in flea market, €1. Next one is a little bit bigger scissor for metal. Also €1 today in flea market. All of these are not Chinese, they are German, Swedish and French products. This one is Sandvik. It's the smallest of them all. Well, this is some hacksaw. I was thinking that maybe they can be there in the package without anything. Then some ball bearings. Actually 100 of them. Well, yeah. Well, this is a supply for me for my lifetime, I believe. So the technique here is to make smaller packages inside the package. If I just throw everything in there, it's very probable that the things will fall out at some point. Some ball bearings, yeah, this is a very special. You can actually, it's a really special. Well, you never know if you need something like that. Well, mini vices, hand vices. Stefan has done one video from these, and actually I need to thank Stefan for me to not realizing how handy these hand devices are. They are really that. For example, when you are grinding a tool bit, you can use these to hold it. Then I bought this, it was there, well, 10 euros, well, I put it in a separate package to one of my granddaughters. The vice grips I found last week, and these are high quality, old, used, but still in very usable condition. And the price was really correct. Notice I'm trying to wrap them in a way that they get this bubble wrap all over the thing, so it doesn't collide with something else in there. So these are the drill chucks which I bought also last week, and here I'm trying, there is this taper part which is long and could come out of the package, so therefore I'm trying to put well, a buffer there so it doesn't penetrate out of the package. Yes, we need to look how is the soup doing. Yeah, it's doing fine. This is the adjustable reamer I bought the last week, and now I'm sending it to myself, and hopefully I'm pleased with that one. The reason I'm doing these packages is I don't have much of a room in my apartment, here in Frankfurt, so I need to send this. And well, the postage is not too bad between Finland and Germany. So, and yes, I will have a Christmas present when I go back home. I decided to grab these two. The file, it's better to be safe than sorry. Well, this is an old toy which I'm sending to my grandson, and here I'm using a very different technique. First of all, I isolate and make it watertight, and this is normal film you are using for your vegetables, etc., in your refrigerator. It's very usable, it holds the thing together, and it will, now it's there, safe and sound, and then some bubble wrap around it, and some tape to hold it together. Notice I'm going around the thing, it makes it so that the tape attaches to itself really well, but it doesn't necessarily attach to the bubble wrap. And then we put everything inside a paper. The tape is sometimes it's really annoying. If you lose the end, it's lost. It's not very easy to find. And here I'm practicing. I learned this long time ago. I was serving in one shop selling electronics, and then I learned how to do these packages, and fast. This one is well, it's it doesn't look nice, but it's durable. It doesn't break down during the travel. There you are. The last item. So the last thing you need to do is to reorder these things and add even more bubble wrap there. The package needs to be totally full. There shouldn't be any gaps so that the parts can move. They should be stay put. And I found there is a big hole there. I need to fill it up. Well, Lidl package. Lidl is a local like Walmart. And there you are. And then notice these are not the only tapes I'm putting here. Here you see every corner is double. I have a double tape on each of the corner. I already did them once. I only show here how I do it. And this one makes it super durable. You can break this package, but you have to drop it from a very high place or otherwise, or have a knife or...
Well, this was my Christmas present to myself in the package. Also the game it's one of my grandsons, and hopefully he will be pleased to have that. And yes, the next part will be coming after 1 week, and hopefully we have a little bit more Shaolin things in there. Well, the only thing in this video was the Shaolin soup, which I will start eating now.